Hey, welcome back. Yes, I've been gone for a hot minute. A lot was happening. Wait, light team. All right. A lot was happening. Still happening. I think Mercury retrograde just wants to hang on to me. During that time and all the astrological things that have been happening, it wasn't horrible, but it was strange for me. I wonder how it was for you. I must have had at least 10 people from my past come back. One legit pulled up in my driveway yesterday at the most random time, or I wouldn't have even been out there. I'm still trying to figure that one out. I mean, shocked that out of me, shocked me. All of it's been shocking. I've been apologized to. I've been bullied. And I've had my feelings hurt, and I've had a lot of fun in June. Now that we're in Cancer season and my birthday's approaching and all that, I hope it lightens up, but we're definitely all up in our emotions. I can tell you that. So we'll talk about astrology and things more. But what I want to do today is use the Spirit Song Tarot deck it's by Paulina Cassidy. Beautiful. Let's see what the spirit animals have to say to us. So we're going to do a pick a card, and I'm going to mark them with these little special trinkets of mine, and I'm going to top it with a rune that we'll pick. And so what I want you to do is pick 1, 2, or 3, and then we'll do a reading for each pile, and let's see what our energy exchange turns up. And using your intuition, sharing energy with me, you'll know which pile resonates to you. Technically speaking, I hope I can do the timestamps right. So, I've shuffled these. I'll shuffle again. I want the light team to give us 3 cards, and I'll put them face down. Don't look. Did you see that? Don't look. We need one more. There. Okay. So we've got one. I'm going to turn this, guys, so you can see what's happening. Okay. 1 with this just adorable, my favorite horse trinket. Then we have card 2 with the horseshoe, good luck. And then we have card 3 with this purple amethyst heart. Okay? So 1 is going to be the horse, regardless of what the spirit animal is. 2, the horseshoe. 3, the heart. So let's see if I can get the timestamps right, and I will timestamp these for you. But I want you to pick a card, and then, here, I'm going to randomly do the runes too, and we won't look. I'll put them right above it, because we'll do a rune reading as well to see if they coordinate with what the light team has and our guardian angels have to share with us. Okay? So take a minute. Think about what speaks to you. Just kind of meditate on it for a second here. And we'll start to pull one by one a reading for you based on our energy and your intuition. I'll pull some tarot cards and some oracle cards as well, explain the runes for you. Okay, my friends that are looking at card 1, which had the precious horse. Okay, I'm going to begin by explaining that you pulled the magician. This is the first card in the cycle of the journey of Truitt. This is a raven. So when you're watching this and you picked card 1, raven is your spirit animal. And this is just so much possibility. You see the infinity sign above this raven is that you need to release into the infinite possibilities of creativity that you have. This card is one of willpower. The message here is really that you need to get ready to use your talents. This is a time of unleashing that creativity. This raven represents the fact that you can start from nothing. Understand that it just takes one step, and this spirit holds the fire of creativity. Even though the magician represents an air element in Tarot and Virgo and the planet of Mercury, which is funny because I was just talking about Mercury retrograde, but it has gone direct. So now we can stop having people from the past come in and focus on our infinite possibilities, what we need to do creatively speaking. This raven represents willpower and creation and the wise master. That is what I want you to remember from this Spirit Song Tarot deck. Now, in Tarot, it also represents will, skill, diplomacy. Now, I will tell you there's an element when you see the magician of sickness, pain, loss, and disaster. And in some degree, I think we experience that almost every day. My heart feels some of you relate to this. Some of you are really ready to just jump in and start a plan and be creative. And that's amazing. Some of you may be in pain, and I want you to know that even still, you can rise from that terrible place, okay? And create still infinite possibilities. And I'm here to support you through that because I understand that. But for many of you, what's going on here, if we look at the rune that coordinated because of our light team with this card number 1, this represents the rune of the ancestral home. It represents fire. So even though this is an air element card, they really are speaking to lighting the fire of creativity. In Tarot, it represents judgment. As a rune, it's the letter O. The power of ancestors, and it says it's a good time to work with ancestral spirits. If you're in a low place, pray, meditate, call on the support you need, both here and from God, okay? But it represents it's a good time to set goals, which is what we said with this. Have willpower, awareness. Take the challenge, take the test. together, card number 1 and rune number 1. Get ready to use your talents, and it's a good time to set goals. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is unwrap my mom's linen here, which has my favorite tarot deck, our straight up Rider-Waite deck. And for card number 1, we want to back up the energy given to our friends here that are looking for information from card 1. We got the Page of Swords. Excuse me. Okay. That's somebody, pages, new, taking on sometimes immature behavior. So what we have here is, definitely there's been some serious pain. 10 of Swords. So again, for those of you who are in pain and grieving, I feel it. Call on your ancestral connections, your faith, your source, and pray. But do know this is a completion. This is a completion. And what's coming? We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. We have a lot of new beginnings here. This being handed to you almost like, here, I've opened this door for you. What are you going to do to manifest these new beginnings? So you know what's most fascinating about this card number 1 and the runes we pulled, which I just love. This makes it not work. This is certainly just a passion of mine. The Ace of Pentacles really means exactly what this rune does in terms of stability, wealth. It really talks to careers. This overall energy does speak to new beginnings. Ace of Pentacles, you need to be practical. This card represents the earth signs. So that's going to be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So this swords represent the challenges we talked about, big decisions. So some of you have gone through a lot of that pain and stuff we talked about. I'm sorry. There's big decisions and action to take, and it represents the air elements, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. But it really represents a lot of intellect. So in all of this, we have new beginnings because something happened. And you're all feeling it at pick number 1. But there is infinite possibilities coming. It depends a lot on what you grab, and you need to be practical about your career and money decisions and what brings you stability, okay? And know that we're here to support you as you make these big changes and actions. You're going to be very wise about it and full of willpower, logic, and a lot of thinking, okay? That, my friends, is reading card number 1. All right, for those of you who picked card 2, you have the beautiful spirit song Peacock. This also is a major arcana card. In the Spirit Song Tarot deck, it represents the awakening, the renewal, and the enlightenment. I want to tell you, this is a card that says, it really speaks to a resurrection within yourself. Always let the divine flow through you, but know this is where you rise from the ashes, literally shedding the feathers of whatever was in the past and allowing the new to emerge. This is just an amazing card, much like our first card, but for card number 2, again, it's the Peacock. In Tarot, it represents judgment, which is the resurrection as well, and awareness. And any caution is to know that you're going to reap what you sow. So, always show gratitude and expect good things, but do good and you'll get good. It does represent, in a sense, the water sign Scorpio and the planet Pluto. If that means anything to you. Okay, so interesting. With that, card number 2, the Peacock, we have, I can't hold it. This represents the letter W, but it is the rune of joy in this reading, or in runes. It represents the number 8, which is harmony and the power of good fortune and prosperity coming your way. Are these not all so cohesive? Card 1 for our group. Card 2, cohesiveness. It absolutely says to celebrate joy, but listen, don't take anything for granted. None of us should, and we should show gratitude. This is a rune of joy. This is a great, great pull here. Card number 2 group. Good energy all the way around. I really feel that we're all getting over some ickiness and whatever that may mean to you, and moving into new opportunities that we're going to grab and make work because we have the willpower to do it. So now we will back up this peacock, this awakening, resurrect. I'm grabbing that. Just gonna do a couple here because this is a pick a card opportunity. 7 of Cups, wonderful. 7 of Cups, you guys, that's a lot of opportunity, a lot of emotion, dreams and discovery, and looking into the future. Which cup do you want to grab? Little mystery there. Let me show you the card. I'm trying to get our light team to give us one more. So it really is coordinating again with everything. You got the Chariot. That's awesome. Okay, since we got 3, oh, that's too many. Sorry, guys. One more. Page of Wands, okay? Let's talk about these. For card number 2, this is what we got. The Chariot, Seven of Cups, Page of Wands. So what I see here for card number 2 is, when we back it up, you have 2 cards of loyalty here. So as you expect good things to happen, as we talked about through this rising from the ashes and being your divine self and being faithful about everything, good things are going to come. And there's definitely a lot of loyalty in this situation. You have the Chariot, which represents the sign of Cancer. It's a water sign. So 2 are these cups. They're emotional. We got a lot of emotion, but loyalty going on here. A lot of intuitiveness. This is one where you're kind of contemplating, maybe even having a lot of dreams about what to do. But remember, you're going to go ahead and move forward on these dreams. That is for sure. And I think that if you're not with someone, it's possible there will be a new lover coming in who's unknown, but this is going to be a really faithful person. If you're not with someone, this is totally you rising from the ashes and moving forward with grace and dignity and being a faithful person. But overall, this reading for card group number 2 is really time to celebrate what's coming and what you're doing and enjoy the prosperity that you're feeling, and always show gratitude. Okay, now we've reached card number 3. Thank you for sticking with me, those who were drawn to card number 3 with the heart on it. What we have here, 2 of Feathers, decisions and direction. And I'll go ahead and flip the rune. Okay. 2 of Feathers, choices and waiting, decisions and direction, group number 3. All right, let's get to it. So, this is the 2 of Feathers that group 3 has. This is the spirit animal, the gecko, which, as you know, this is a smart little fella, super fast, decisive, focused, keeping clear, and trusting yourself to make the right decisions. So, and a lot of times a gecko has to be patient, right? You have to wait and be still. So what you need to understand too, this spirit animal is adept at moving between the conscious and the subconscious. And that means deep down that you need to follow your intuition, and you'll know when the time is right to act. But it's going to require some thinking, some clarity, and definitely patience. Feathers in this tarot deck represent swords, which does mean power, freedom, and celestial wisdom. And that means a lot of things, but let's start with trusting your intuition and knowing when to move and how fast to move and when not to move. This is the power of the gecko. I also want you to know this is a time to speak your truth. Speak your truth, but see your options clearly before you speak your truth. Do it. Seek solutions, from within, because you're following your intuition. And again, this says you'll know when to act. So then we take a look at the rune. This represents the letter K, but the rune of torch, which is a lot like the sword. It represents knowledge and wisdom, and it tells you to shine your inner light and gain wisdom. It's a rune that does want to warn you of misinformation. And I want you to know that pain can lead to healing. So between these right now, we'll verify these with the Rider-Waite Tarot. This is telling you to dig deep within, follow that intuition, and you're going to know when it's right to speak your truth and to take action. This is clearly one of gathering your knowledge, your intuition, and having some patience. Okay, group number 3. So now let's get a few cards from our light team to clarify for group 3 energy that we are feeling about choices, decisions, and direction. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is awesome. Really great card. That's a good direction to go in. 6 being harmony and peace. Cups, love. Light team. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. We are moving in the right direction. 9 of Cups. Action and courage. Action and courage. 9 of Cups. Action and courage. One more, because we did 3 for all. The Hermit. Well, right now I can tell you the Hermit is about, we're digging deep, knowing what we need to do, what these choices and decisions are, and you're shining the light on the direction you need to go. You're done thinking about it and moving forward. What you have are these bright, shiny, emotionally happy cards. These are reading together amazingly well. I can't believe it. Thank you, Light Team. Thank you guys for sharing energy. Please subscribe with me. All of you, group 1, 2, and 3. I should have said it sooner. The energy we share, I get the best messages. I feel they're so cohesive and divine. So we talked about the 2 of Feathers, this waiting and making the right decisions, which is clearly what the Hermit is telling you as well. But then you move into all this happiness. So honestly, if you follow your gut and you make the right moves like this gecko, there is so much happiness coming right here. As I mentioned, 6 is harmony, peace, and finding happiness. And the 6 of Cups, a lot of times, am I showing that right? Talks about, remembering the past, and you can get all caught up in that. But I don't feel that that's what's happening, because we've used a lot of intuition and knowledge here to take on new relations, new knowledge, or new environment. And with the 9 of Cups, that shows there's been a lot of hard work, but this guy is he's absolutely enjoying the benefits. And with the number 9, he has the action and the courage to go ahead and enjoy life. He made the right decision. There's success here. He's satisfied after making some tough decisions and choices. He had the knowledge and wisdom to gain success and victory. So card number 3, thank you too for being divinely guided. So thank you all for being here. Love and light and peace.